I know what you're thinking, it's a boat. But it's also a home. This is the Maas, a 1940s Dutch river barge that's been transformed into a surprisingly elegant house. It's the floating home of public relations executive Jasper van Zon and his wife Lisbeth. She works in broadcast technology.
How was your school today?
And their 3 sons, Max, Tom and Jim. Oh, and of course, Freddie the duck. Can't forget Freddie. He and the Van Zons have the run of a 4-bedroomed home that's been tucked neatly below decks.
Come in the boat.
There's so much more space than I expected.
Yeah, it's great. It's
If you want to live with your full family, with 3 kids, then you need some space.
Yeah, I suppose you do. So why a boat? Why do you live on a boat?
Well,
yeah, we love the water and we love being in the nature.
The Maas carried coal and grain up and down canals in France for more than 35 years. She was saved from a watery grave by Jasper and Lisbeth, who sailed her all the way back to the Netherlands and set up home in this idyllic spot. But the Van Zons hardly live like castaways. In fact, the boat is just a couple of miles from the nearest town. On board, they've pretty much got all the comforts of home. After all, they are home. Let's check out the kitchen, or to use the proper nautical term, the galley.
So where does this live, Lisbeth?
Okay, put it on there,
Okay.
please.
Okay. Now this looks like a proper decent-sized fridge. Yes. So do you have any trouble with storage? I mean, have you got enough space here on the
Oh,
boat?
we have enough space here. You see in these drawers?
Yeah, they're huge.
We have also a basement.
Oh, I'm standing on a trap door here, aren't I?
Right, so I have, you know, a lot of space here when we have a party or something like that.
Oh, crikey. This is huge down here.
Behind the kitchen, at the back of the barge, is Jasper and Lisbeth's bedroom.
Now, way back in the 1940s, this little room tucked behind the kitchen used to be the living quarters for the entire family. It's because the rest of the boat would be used for shipping cargo. These days, it's the master bedroom, and all this glasswork here, these beautiful doors, the wood panelling on the ceiling, the details on the cupboards, it's all original from 1941. Now, you might be wondering, if it's the master bedroom, where is the bed? Well, that's over here, in a cupboard, of course. Now, isn't this just the most cosy bed you've ever seen? And as Jasper says, if you love each other, well, that's just fine.
Of course, this is more than an extreme home. It used to be a working barge. And although her engines still work, she's now enjoying a well-deserved rest. But reminders of the boat's former life are everywhere.
And you will see in the wheelhouse, I mean, we didn't really renovate this yet.
Oh, this is huge, like a proper old ship's wheel.
Yeah, I'll show you how it works.
Yeah.
What you need to do is you really push in the clutch, and then I pull the lever to put it into gear
It actually
reverse.
functions.
It functions.
Can I have a quick play on the,
Sure,
the wheel?
yeah.
Yeah, this will be a good weight loss program.
Look at the length. You literally don't see what's in front of you.
Was that not terrifying to sort of navigate?
You get used to it.
Now, this is a girl question, okay? Where's the engine?
You're almost standing on it. But remember, I told you it's called the grease pit, huh?
Right, I'm warned.
I'm going first?
Yes, please.
Yes?
Definitely. Gosh, it's like going down into a submarine. It's quite dark down here.
Yep, be careful there.
He was right about the grease pit.
You want me to
Yeah,
push the button?
yeah, push that button.
It will be some noise, huh?
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Wow, that is quite noisy!
That's coming from a tank, that's why. An old German tank, an American tank.
A Sherman tank engine!
With a family of 5 on board and a duck, I'm beginning to realise that living on a boat doesn't mean downsizing.
So what's downstairs?
It's another living room. And the bathroom, and the bedrooms of the kids.
It's just huge for a boat.
You need to take into consideration, this was the main cargo area, so the goods were piled up till here.
So the kids have got their own living room.
Yeah, you could say that.
These rooms were once used to store coal and wheat. Now they store the Van Zon's sons, Max, Tom and Jim. You'd be amazed at just how many little nooks and crannies there are, and each one is a great example of finding new uses for old spaces.
And this cupboard here isn't actually a cupboard, it is in fact the laundry room. And the low ceiling here ensures that you keep your eye on the job in hand.
This 64-year-old barge has everything you'd expect to find in a modern family home. It just happens to be floating on a river. The satellite TV and internet access keep everyone in touch with the outside world. Even Freddy the Duck. And 2 wood-burning stoves help keep the boat nice and cosy in the winter months. Really, the only thing missing is a backyard.